to a memory of love that used to be. Love that was you.
Project the screen. Can you set it up for me? Sure. Okay.
Surely this romance had to end. Once I was kissing, now I'm just missing. Now I'm just missing you. You were the one who gave me a song, held me in your arms all night long. Dreams of you come easy, but look what they do. Leave me feeling cold, alone and blue. Daydream leaves me for another night. Sweet darkness falls upon my mind. Once I was kissing, now I'm just missing. Now I'm just missing.
Awards. I want to give you a program, please. Yes, just see the room, feel it. Got it? Yeah. And if the other MPs would have, this is not bad. You know where to. This is such a good treat for me. I wanted to see this. Remember you playing the piano? She got a keyboard people, right? I mean,
We'll make a better society. Okay. From the top of the worries of the day, with the child's heart, turn like a child, so baby.
If it's better, right? Okay, I better remember.
One, two, three, shooting.
Now I'm just missing.
One, count of three. One, two,
Testing on two.
That's it? That's the pose? Say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, shooting. Working with, okay.
April, of course, is National Child Abuse Prevention and Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Broward County certainly plays a big part in that.
Thank you. Please rise and join me in the singing of the national anthems of the United States of America and Jamaica in that order.
Alone and blue.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, those broad stripes and bright.
And now the national anthem of Jamaica.
Eternal Father, bless our land, guard us with thy mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our light through countless hours, to our leaders.
He is president of the International Dance Council, UNESCO, and founder of the American Dance Language Center in Miramar. He's going to be doing a Viennese waltz and an international tango along with his partner, Bob.
Government by itself can't do it all, and it takes organizations such as this to really bridge the gap. And it's with that I'm going to ask Laverne Beer to come on up and address the crowd this evening. She's done a tremendous job. It's not easy putting all this together, holding down a full-time job and running about, how old are you up to now? About 4 or 5 different non-profit organizations. So clearly a woman with a lot of time on her hands, no young kids like myself. She can afford to do all of this and more. Ladies and gentlemen, Laverne Beer.
Thank you all so much for coming out this evening. It is with great pleasure that I walk into this room and got a wow moment. Beautiful, beautiful. I have to upfront, and I know I'm going to do my thank you later, but I have to upfront give credit to Vintage Events and Elite Events for such a professional and elegant setting. Please, yes, give them a round of applause. Thank you. Well, this evening we promised we're not going to tell too much of the dark stories. Let me stand over here so those of you on that side can see me as well. But we want to talk a little bit about the issue that we're here today about child sexual abuse, but we also want to enjoy the evening. So I ask that you take the time to network with the people that sit beside you, mingle a little bit, talk a little bit, get to know each other, because you all have some like mine why you all decided to be here and join us here today. So just take the time and get to know everyone. Enjoy. I promise I will come around and I will say hi and give my kisses and take pictures with everyone. But I just thank you so much for coming out and celebrating this moment with us. We have straight from Jamaica, our Minister of Education, Youth and Information. And let me tell you guys, this is not just a gala. This was all strategically put together. So the key people that are sitting at that table, after tonight, that's when our work really begins. So give us the opportunity to dance and listen to the music from Miss Betty Wright and her team as they perform today. And yes, give them a round of applause. I am so happy, guys, to have Miss Betty Wright in the room. Thank you so much for you and your team to come out. But after tonight, the work is going to get started. So allow us to enjoy ourselves tonight. The bar is there, the DJ. We have a great lineup for you tonight. So take the time, enjoy it, enjoy your dinner, enjoy all the entertainment to the dancers who just performed. Great job taking us into this segment. So enjoy your evening and we will continue the conversation a little bit more later. Thank you.
A sex abuse survivor. She's going to talk about her story, and hopefully this will open your eyes as to why events like this, as to why supporting events like this, whether it be with your time, with your money, or with your own voice, is so important. So ladies and gentlemen, please, I'd like to introduce Jessie Adams.
My name is Jessie. I was molested, sexually abused, and raped as a minor by someone, my friends and family, all trusted implicitly. Every story starts somewhere. Every character has the ability to twist the plot. I spiraled into coping mechanisms of alcohol abuse, drug abuse, and dangerous promiscuity for 2 years before being encouraged to tell those closest to me about my abuse. Because those closest to me watched me spiral out of control for those 2 years, everyone assumed that I initiated the relationship with my abuser and that I was guilty of all that transpired while I was a minor. I was stripped of every coping mechanism I knew. I was left to face my life with laser vision, and it was the most powerful and painful process I have ever been through in my 30 years of life. He hit me, withheld necessities, and isolated me. Then I learned the true nature of his sexual deviancies, his fake degrees, that he didn't own his own property, and of his very legal convictions. Like layers of an onion, every peel revealed a greater stench. I hurt so badly that I lashed out at everyone. Yet finally, through all of the pain, and with a child to protect, I decided that enough was enough. I left my abuser. I decided to stand up and take back my sanity, my hope, and my future. I decided to hide my child in the shadow of God's wings because the mess I had created was larger than my ability to clean it up. I put a do not disturb sign on my heart. When the pain was relentless, I prayed rather than blacking out. One person surrounded me who believed my story and stood up for my cause, and this person reminded me that I could do it. Sometimes the sun would set and I would wonder what I had accomplished that day. When I accomplished nothing more but staying sober, the same one person would tell me, "I'm so proud of you, Jessie," so I kept trying. But I didn't stop pushing through to wholeness. I never stopped moving towards my healing. I went from victim to survivor, and today, I'm neither of those. I stand before you today, a victor. I am a child of God. My abusers no longer have a stamp body. I am free, I am fearless, and I am whole. There's something about my story that I still find interesting, however, and I have to share it with you. What amazes me is that this whole story, my story that I've just shared with you, it all started with one person, one abuser, and one instance of abuse. And that's why I want to come to you, and I want to share with you today that my name is Jessie. I was molested, sexually abused, and raped while I was a minor by someone, my friends and family, all trusted implicitly. You see, every story starts somewhere, and every character has the ability to twist the plot. Choose justice and defend the oppressed. Thanks.
Another round of applause for Jessie. What a powerful testimony. Powerful testimony. Powerful testimony. It is not easy to get up and tell any story, let alone that story.
Making my soul sing, crying out more. Your love is king. This is yours, the life, babe. This is yours, sad and sorry dream. This is yours.
I also want to acknowledge with us this evening the First Lady of the great city of Miramar, none other than Mrs. Angela Messam, the Honorable Mayor. Like my boss, I think he's about triple booked with events tonight. So, speaking of boss, I do want to acknowledge none other than Broward County Commissioner Dale VC Homeless. The VC stands for not just Vincent, but victorious candidates, is what the VC stands for. Matter of fact, Commissioner, why don't you come on up and say a few welcome words on behalf of the great folks of District 9 of Broward County.
Good evening to everyone. Victorious candidate because I'm everywhere. So I won't be here very long. I got 4 other places to be before the night stops. And I started at 5:30 this morning at the International Longshoremen Association at Union Hall. There were about 700-800 people there prepared to go to the port to work. And let me just say congratulations to Laverne for the great job she's done with this. Yes, she deserved that. She's worked tirelessly on this, and she's pushed me hard to find support and to support. When I came in this evening, she was still pushing for me to raise more money or give more money. And exactly, Johnny said, I taught her well. But she said, remember, I learned from you. She was actually my campaign administrator in 2010 when I ran for the county commission seat. But the cause that we're supporting is really huge. It's a cause that oftentimes is overlooked, especially in Jamaica and in the islands. It's more on the surface here, people deal with it more than, say, in Jamaica and other islands. And it's time that we do more. So yes, go ahead. Continue the pause. It's time we do more. It's time we do more to ensure that every child is safe and free from fear of abuse. And when that's done, the guilty culprits ought to be punished. And we must ensure that there are means to help heal these children and ensure that their lives are full and productive, because it's very damaging mentally to our children, and it causes all other kinds of problems. So again, congratulations to Laverne and all the people who helped to make this happen. Thank you very much for your support for being here. And to the Minister, most Honorable Minister, thank you for lending your name and your support to this cause. And of course, the singer who lives on and continue to sing beautiful melodies. Thank you for supporting this. Thank you.
They adopted it, they listened to what I was singing, and right away they felt the passion. Because I didn't mention it earlier, Joy from E for Life came from Jamaica to be with us today. She operates, or is the co-founder of E for Life, which is the only organization in Jamaica that serves young girls who are sexually abused, get pregnant, and contract HIV, also who is affected by domestic violence. So by me presenting to these ladies, they have lent themselves of the work they are already doing into the community, bought into what I'm doing, and is now supporting. So we want to recognize them for the work that they've been done over the years.
And there you have it.
Now I'm just missing you.
Thank you. Recognizing all of the dignitaries here this evening, as well as each of you as guests here, I want to thank Laverne Deer and her organization, Nagada, for honoring me with this award.
Hey, how you doing? But to Laverne, this is about your passion. You started it. You connected us to it. We were talking earlier, and where we come from, sometimes we don't want to talk about issues such as these. And if a young girl would become pregnant, she disappears to the country someplace, and she comes back home and the parents have adopted somebody. But you didn't know what all of that was about because no one talked about it. But we are here to tell you we have to start talking to our young children. If you love your child, you better start educating them.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the diaspora, State Representative Hazel Rogers, I believe Commissioner Boldness is here. Is he still here? No. Stepped out. And my good friends, the Mayor of Myanmar, who was here earlier, Wayne Messam, and First Lady Angela Messam, you're here, and the kids, good to see you. All the other distinguished ladies and gentlemen from the Broward County, my good friend and my host, Laverne Deer. Put your hands for Laverne. I'm very excited to be here with you, and I'm told I'm perhaps the first minister of the new government. to have had the opportunity to address the diaspora. So you're making history in South Florida. I want to also recognize my traveling partner, Joy Crawford from Eagle Flag, Jamaica. Joy, good to have you with me. And Nicholas Evans from IRFM, and I know he's part of the support group and supported this particular event. Let me first of all say how thrilled I am, because there's something about when you're away from home, and I was looking forward to this interaction because as a new government and a new minister, I've been under so much pressure just to be meeting so many people back home, making so many speeches. So it was a good opportunity to get away a little bit, although I had a very hectic day yesterday touring the city of Myanmar, and I was happy to have gotten the keys to Myanmar. Looking forward to getting the keys of Lauderdale Lakes and all the other cities around. But I actually visit Florida.
Thank you very much. Good night, friends, colleagues, Jamaicans here and abroad, people all over the universe. I greet you with a deep sense of reflection and a deep sense of gratitude. I bless all the dignitaries in the house, all the wonderful ladies that I met earlier, the honorees, all the people who have put this together. And we like to say in Jamaica, all protocol observed, and that takes care of everything else. But I really want to say, Jesse spoke earlier, I bless you. And so I want to speak a little, very briefly, from a community perspective. I hold very close to my heart Laverne. And I want to remind the Minister of Education of Jamaica who just spoke and said he has endorsed the work wholeheartedly. I hope he has put his check in his envelope. I know, Ms. Shua. Yeah. Oh, that was some pressure. Oh. Ms. Shua Archibald, come on up, introduce Miss Betty Wright. I've heard her before and I can't wait to hear her again.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. What was your name again?
It's so hard. 4 letters. John.
As he said, my name is Mishua Archibald. I'm the executive label manager for Tough Kong International. If you're Jamaican, that name should be familiar to you because it is the company that Bob Marley founded during his lifetime. His daughter, Cedella Marley, is now the CEO of the Bob Marley Group of companies. And I know she looks real young, but this is her 50th year in the music business. The clean-up woman has been doing this for 50 years, just came from performing a sold-out show at the O2 in London. There you go.
I was just getting ready to take that microphone. But I was right behind you, boy.
I see you just missed.
I was right behind you.
You just meeting Mishua, right? This is your first time meeting her?
What? And I'll never put a microphone in my hand again. Never. Note to self. Oh, I don't know how to do speeches.
You got points, you got points, you got the word right.
Right.
First of all, I think I might need your microphone. 1, 2, 1, 2.
You have the right microphone.
I do. It's a little, this is the right one? 1, 2, 1, 2?
Yes.
Okay, all right. How you doing? All right. So now, if you listen to the speeches, you should be well aware that we got some problems we got to solve, right? Knowing that I need to abide in protocol, I want to say, I believe you said honorable and senator and
educator, and all of those awesome things. Mr. Rule Reed, is it? When you were talking, the two outstanding words, parental and family. If we don't go back to raising our own kids and depending on the streets to raise our kids, we will have a dysfunctional society that will be overrun and the children will be running it.
Amen.
The children are not adults. You start treating them like adults, they're going to start telling you what to do. In my house, I have a sign that says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You have to put God in your home and not wait for somebody else to try to raise your child. Yes, it takes all of us, but we still need to do our part. Tonight, the real star of tonight is those children with our voices. Not because they don't have a tongue, not because they can't speak, but because they are afraid to speak or they have no platform. The children that you're going to see tonight, I think only one of them is even an adult. And yes, I chose children. Because if you can work with them when they're young, you will have a platform to work with when they're older. And I always tell them, when you leave here, I want you to do what I do. I want you to teach somebody. My mother taught me, and I teach all over the world. Yes, and I teach. Even tonight, I want to acknowledge that in the house we have one of the parents of one young girl that I helped mentor. Some of you remember Miss Joss Stone. Her mom is here tonight, and family, and a whole bunch of people. Give them a hand. Yeah. Because everybody kept saying, what are you going to do with a 15-year-old white soul singer? What are you going to do with her? And she went right up the charts, and is still just as fabulous as ever. And we're going to start tonight. I believe that Jasmine is 13. You 13? All right, come on up here with your pretty hair. Come on. Now, in my school, you know, I work them out pretty hard. I'm a pretty hard taskmaster, but they know I love them, but they know I don't play, all right? So we're going to start with Jasmine, and I think the theme of this song says it all. Because she is a child, and I don't want her to try to be grown. So I want her to live her life with a child's heart. We got the adult. We got it? We got the adult part. We're going to be adults. And let them be children, right? So let's welcome her with a nice round of applause. They're not taught about eternal things. They're taught you know, like temporary things, like watches and a new car and a new dress. And I heard a couple of songs that Bobby would bring to class, and this one in particular, well, he's going to sing 2 songs, but one of the songs in particular is about the life of a girl that just was forced to be a woman before her time. Let these children grow up. And some of you dirty old men, I'm sorry. If you're in here, I'm talking to you. You should have never told me to come up here because y'all know me. I don't have a middle road. Dirty old men and dirty old women. Some of the things that you're doing to these kids is not right. God gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He sees you, even if we don't see you. And if we ain't talking to you, we talking to your cousin. And if we ain't talking to your cousin, we talking to your brother, or your auntie, or whatever. But let's welcome him, Mr. Bobby Brunetti.
How y'all doing today?
But I don't mind, I don't mind. You know the wrong she committed. She was normal, she was so far of it. She was young and all she had was a city. But I don't mind, I don't mind. I know that she's capable of anything. It's never in my way. In the night she hears it calling. In the night she's dancing to the lead of day. She'll never walk away. I don't think you understand. In the night when she comes falling, dollar bills and tears keep falling down her face. And she'll never walk away. I don't think you understand.
Some nights. Next we're gonna have I want to say, is she 17? Yes, she is. Okay, I got it right. 17-year-old Miss Sarah Faith Joseph. And, oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Bobby Brunetti. Stand up, parents, loved ones, all of the above. Stand up, parents and all Bobby. Woo! All right, okay. So we got support. Support. Thank you. Miss Sarah Faith Joseph. And Her songs speak for themselves, and also there are a lot of reasons that in abuse cases people don't come forward. Sometimes it's as simple as race. And that's sad. Sometimes they're in a town and they feel like they're the only, and no one listens to them. So it's a lot of things. It could be parental. It could be that people don't pay attention for whatever reason. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause. You can clap louder than that. Imagine it was your child. You get a little louder, it was your child. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Ms. B.
If you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? How long have you hated your white teacher? Who told you you love your black preacher? Do you respect your brother's woman burden? And share with black folks, not up here. People must prove to the people a better day is coming. For you and for me, just a little bit more education and love for a nation. We'll make a better society. Now, some of us would rather cuss and make a fuss than to bring about a little trust. But we shall overcome, I will believe someday, if we only listen to what I have to say. And how long have you hated your white teacher? Who told you you love your black preacher? Can you respect your brother's woman friend? Then share with black folks, not up here. Oh, I say now people must prove to the people a better day is coming. For you and for me, with just a little bit more education and love for our nation, we'll make a better society. Choice of colors, come on. Which one would you choose, my brothers? There was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? If you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was when you sing and you're full, and you're full. She's 17. But she was touched tonight. Jesse speaking, that's the kind of performance she did. I would rather hear that than the greatest singer in the world. Okay? I'd rather see a singer than sing. Give her a hand. Parents are here, so stand up, parents, loved ones, all of you there. Yeah. Thank you. Next we're going to have, we're going to need a, what you need a check?
I'd first like to say thank you, Miss B, for involving me in a situation, this event tonight. This is such an eye-opener for me because I didn't really know too much about sexual abuse, and now that I'm here, I feel so blessed to have learned, about something new today. I mean, it's great. So yeah, you know, I kind of came into the situation thinking, you know, that I was going to come and perform for an audience, but you know what? When Jesse told me your story, which was phenomenal, I can't believe you can, you know, do that in front of such a crowd. I really am just singing to you tonight. I hope that's not offensive to anybody else, but you know, these songs really are for you, and these are 2 original songs that I wrote about, you know, a time in my life where I felt very broken. And this first song is called Lost. I can't wait till morning comes. Just the thought of being alone. Hold me till the pain is numb. Somewhat way too vulnerable. I'll make good use of your shoulder. Your touch always takes me home. Bend all over just to make their ends as part of they decide. I feel like I'm locked inside, but it's after those sleepless nights that I will fading out to the universe, breaking off the last piece of her, and everything looks to be a blur as I trip on the darkest parts of the way. I know it's to return. I hope I left my print on the wall. You will never ever around. I never even saw your face. Still there's an empty part of me only you could replace. When I was a little boy, I felt so alone. Standing that empty driveway, hoping you would come home. Sorry that you never got to know me. Sorry about the things.
Ortiz, Mr. Bobby Brunetti, Sarah Faye Joseph, Sherry Silva, and Corey Burns. Give them all a big hand. Big hand. And the true star tonight is all of those voices, as we said earlier. And I want to thank Laverne, Dear, and Mishwa for including me in this vision. And I do not know just how he came to love me so. He looked beyond, just like I wish he was beyond. Oh, my fault. He saw my needs. God bless you. Well, I am just going to come up and do the closing. Am I? Or?
Yeah, well, I was about to say that.
Boy, John, we being mature tonight, boy. I tell you.
I didn't tell you this, we running into overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have the pleasure of introducing and bringing up on stage for the closing remarks none other than Laverne Dear. This is the part where you stand up and give her a rounding certainly done a phenomenal job putting this thing off this evening.
Thank you all tonight. And there's really not much I'm going to say. The only thing that I want to say closing is, where do we go from here? And that's a question that I want you to walk out of here tonight. For those who gave your check, thank you. For those who say that you will give it tomorrow, thank you. And for those who said you will give up your time, thank you. The No Gutter campaign, we adopted it from E for Life because we saw the value in it. And we brought it here into the U.S. because child sexual abuse, of course, is not a local issue, it's a global issue. So the Protect Them initiative will continue to move forward. We have built relationship with the Nancy J. Coleman Center, the Children's Services Council, the elected officials, the community leaders. They have all pledged their support. We recently just got on board a licensed social, clinical, substance abuse and mental abuse worker who is willing to volunteer her time to the Protect Them initiative. Now what that is going to do is going to allow us to help young girls, some of these very same girls that when they leave from Jamaica and come here, who have to deal with the cultural change, but not just the cultural change, but they also need services and resources. We, in the next 2 years, will, and I'm not saying I'm thinking about it, I'm telling you, we are working to have our own facility to where we can provide services to these young girls that are coming into a country where they know no one, they know of no services to help them, as well as to help our local community here of the diaspora, a niche that not many people have touched. As we go into the community, 1 in 3 individuals that I speak with know someone who has been abused. 1 in 5 individuals that we have spoken with have been victims of abuse. So what that is showing us that we cannot just focus on youth, but we have to also focus on those who are still battling with their abuse. So with that said, just know that our work just begun after this tonight, after we're done celebrating with this wonderful music, thanks to Miss Betty Wright and her team. Let's give it up for these kids, guys, because you know what? Youth empowerment is the key. We have to empower our youth in any and whatever way that we can. And I thank you all so much. Jesse, I thank you the day that we met you at Taking Back the Night. You have propelled our cause in so many ways. Thank you for sharing your story with us and allowing it to resonate in everyone's heart today. To all my friends and family who have put up with me over the past 4 months, from my mom who have not been seeing me and my sister who have not been hearing me because every single day is Protect Them Gala, Protect Them Gala, Protect Them Gala. Thank you for being patient. To elite events and vintage events, I cannot stop thank you guys for putting on such a beautiful show. Thank you so much. To our elected official, and we still have 2 here in the house. We have Ken Thurston, Commissioner Ken Thurston, City of Lauderdale. Thank you so much. Commissioner Thurston has pledged support from the minute I approached him with it. Of course, our state representative, Hazel Rogers, Wayne Messam, Dale Holness, Commissioner. Thank you guys. And our Council General who wanted to be here tonight who's not here. I also want to thank Ms. Sadella Marley, who has adopted the Reggae Girls initiative and is global ambassador. She was supposed to be here tonight, but she is not well. She sent her love. We wanted to see her here tonight, but you know what? Your health comes first. And I would not have wanted her to come out here. She was not well. So she sent her love, she sent her support, and we want to give our love back to her. Ms. Shua, please let her know we send our love to her. Thank you. Now to our Diaspora Task Force team. There's 3 young ladies, that when I came back from Jamaica, I sat them down and I told them what it is that I wanted to do. And within no time, they said, okay, Laverne, I'm with you. We got work to do, let's go do it. And I want to thank Dr. Susan Davis, Donna D. Raymond, and Pauline Tucker, who have been working tirelessly as the diaspora task force to help us to make this movement grow feet and is ready to walk. Let me thank all of our sponsors, the Broward County Commissioner, and yesterday we were, and I have to say this, yesterday we were very fortunate to have a meet and greet with the Broward County Administrator, Bertha Henry, and we went and we took Joy and we took the minister and we were able to share our story and, you know, get an opportunity to learn more about Broward County government. And I want to thank Bertha, even though she's not here, for hosting us, and the mayor, of course, for hosting and showcasing his school to the minister, Rome Reed. The city of Lauderhill, the Jamaica International Female Football Development. Guys, don't let the football in there fool you. The football is there is because that organization was formed around girls who wants to use sports as a vehicle for a better life. And around that, we have to deal with the other issues that they face, such as sexual abuse, health and wellness, education. So the Jamaica International Female Football is the umbrella for everything that we're doing here. The Kiwanis Club of Lauderhill, Area Fam, who is here providing live coverage from here to Jamaica, Tugwalk International, UNICEF, who has endorsed this project, the Mr. Foundation, Victoria Mutual Building Society, China K Promotion, Laspanic Games, Mama's Kitchen, Elite Events, City of Miramar, Vintage Events, Now Magazine, MargateNews.net, thank you Margate, Caribbean National Weekly News, and South Florida Caribbean News. Thanks to all our sponsors, but most of all, give yourself a round of applause for making history in the Present the Gala, inaugural Gala, because this is the first, but I guarantee you it ain't the last. And I will see you guys again. Thank you. And thank our host, Mr. John Beckford. Give it up to our host here, Mr. Troublemaker John Beckford. Thank you. And Donna Knox, who had to leave early. Make sure you leave your checks on the way out. Thank you very much.
Don't forget the silent auction. I think we're going to close that off.
The silent auction.
Yes.
So we have some wonderful items in the silent auction in case you didn't get a chance to visit the table. And make sure you take your pictures over there if you didn't take your pictures as yet.
Let's also thank Michelle Francois Jacques.
Michelle, Joy, can you come up here with me, please?
Final Golf and Country Club. Gary Hallmark company. They were good during dinner time. And of course, congratulations again to our honorees.
I know there's one more that I forgot to thank here. Attorney Georgia Robinson, are you still here? Thank you, Attorney Georgia, for can't invite me all the way to even if we appreciate you.
Keep it up with the congratulations and thanks again to Miss Betty Wright and the MOST extraordinary group of performers. That was certainly fantastic. I think I felt the future, Adele, Alicia Keys. I saw Adam Levine. I mean, I was really moved by that. You know, I felt Tony Braxton was in the room. You know, so those performances were excellent.
Happy birthday, Nicholas. Where are you? Today is Nicholas Evans' birthday. Nicholas. It's probably outside, but we want to wish Nicholas a happy birthday and to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, Edwin and Nicholas.
The DJ, just play a nice slow song.